Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Carrie Smoot with the Village Spa.
And I'm Kevin Libby, hanging out for Wayne Morris today.
He's feeling in. And today we are outside with this beautiful view at 38 Turnbridge. It's a beautiful home that's listed here for sale in Long Cove. And we are here because our first guest today is Mr. James Wedgeworth with Charter One Realty. So he's here to tell us a little bit about the market coming back to life, which is a very exciting news, and what's going on in the real estate market.
Yep, can't be James Wedgeworth. We also have from Inside DeFusky, the new series we're featuring on our news programs, Mary Eminetti, and she's with DeFusky Tourism.
And she's here to talk a little bit about the Binya Foundation too, which go
hand in hand
with each other. And then last but not least, we have the Executive Director of the Island Rec Center, Mr. Frank Soule. He is here to tell everybody about all of the programs that they have going on for spring registration, which is exciting that spring is coming. So if you want to get all your little kiddos signed up, he'll be here to tell all the programs that are going on with that, and then also a little bit about the summer programs that are coming up. And the festivals. Let's not forget the festivals. Those are really important.
We're on island.
So make sure that you stay tuned, and we'll be right back with more 843 TV.
Where communities are here to speak.
843 TV, where the town of Hilton Head Island comes to speak.
843 TV, where DeFusky Island comes to speak.
843 TV, where the Hilton Head Island Bluffton Chamber comes to speak.
843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
Welcome to 843 TV. This morning we are here with Mr. James Wedgeworth. He is with Charter One Realty. Thank you for being with us today. How are you?
Good to be here, doing great.
All right, so give everybody an update on the real estate market here on the island.
Well, actually it's changing. I had somebody yesterday and they said, how's the market? And I said, well, the first time in about 7 years I can see light at the end of the tunnel. And the guy said, well, that's true, but you're still in a tunnel. I said, yes, we are, but we're doing a whole lot better than we did 2 years ago, so that's good
Absolutely.
news.
It's a huge difference.
James, what is the status of foreclosures and short sale, and how does that affect the market?
That's a very good question, Mary, because it has devastated the market back 2 or 3 years ago, and we're rebounding from that. Actually, we've had a huge reduction in the number of foreclosures and short sales that are available. What people, Mary, don't understand, I've always tried to explain this to them, if the house next door to you, which is a similar house to yours, if it goes into foreclosure, it drastically affected the value of your house.
Right.
Because the purchaser really doesn't care. He's just looking for the best buy.
Right.
So I've always told everybody to have a healthy market, we needed to get rid of the foreclosures and short sales. And we still have a few now, but not nearly as many as we did 2 years ago, so that's a good sign.
James, it's still chilly, but we're getting close to the springtime. When do you do the most volume, and when's the best time or when's the most active time in the market?
Well, Kevin, I always tell people the best selling season is President's Weekend until Heritage Sunday. So if you want to put that on the calendar, that's basically February the 14th until April the 25th. It's the best time of year. You're going to get the most money then. You got the most people looking. And of course, we all know this place looks like it looks like a garden with all the azaleas and everything in bloom. And plus you get all these people that have been, I call it cabin fever up north.
They can't wait to get out, especially this year, I'm sure.
They come down here in March, they go, wow, this is warm. You know, you can actually go to the beach here in March.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Yeah. So that has a very positive effect on the market.
But even though it's cooler today, we're still not sitting under 2 feet of snow and the sun's shining.
Yeah.
James, why do you think the resort market sometimes lag behind the residential market?
That's actually a very good question. The best answer to that, I was actually filming a program the other day, and this lady said, I think I figured this out, and I said, explain it to me. And she said, what happens when you come out of a recession, people really work hard to get their first home right. They buy a new home, remodel a home, add a pool or whatever. And she said they really don't start thinking about a vacation home, and we only think of beach, but this lady was referring to mountains, lakes, rivers, ski resorts, beach resorts, any second home market. And she said that historically what happens is they work to get their first home right in, quote, the real world, middle America. And when they get the first home right, they start working on their vacation home. But she said they're just in the first home right stage market now, which explains why the market in Indianapolis, Indiana is better than the market on Hilton Head, or why the market in Indianapolis, Indiana would be better than the market in Boone, North Carolina, for instance. But what she says, over time, when the economy picks up, what happens is then people start thinking about the second home, and the second home market will leapfrog the first home market, but we're just not there yet. I can't wait till we get there personally, you know.
It's a lot closer now than it was, though.
Exactly, yeah. Light in the tunnel.
Absolutely. There's a lot more light at the end of the tunnel. So Rob and Karen were so gracious to let us film here in this absolutely gorgeous home at 38 Turnbridge here in Long Cove. So is there anything that you want to say about this house that makes it special?
Well, this is, by definition, this is one of the nicest houses in Long Cove. Ron and Karen have done a phenomenal job in the construction. The quality of the home, you know, the trim, the detail work is basically second to none. So when we were talking about filming on location as opposed to the studio, this house just popped in my mind. It's so beautiful. I mean, it's like Mary mentioned a while ago, she's, well, I'd love to live here. Mm-hmm. The house is just beautiful. They were so gracious to let us film here. It just makes it a lot more fun. It makes you realize why people move to Hilton Head with these views. With the
view's not too bad.
Lagoon views that way, lagoon views that way, lagoon views that way. Well, it doesn't matter where you turn. Spin the bottle, you can look at it.
If you're on the inside of the house, it's gorgeous. If you're on the outside of the house, it's gorgeous. And the view coming in Long Cove's not too bad either.
Not too bad either. We really appreciate them letting us do this here today.
Yeah, well, it's definitely a beautiful home. Well, thank you very much for being with us
today.
It's
a pleasure. I really appreciate the service y'all provide.
Well, if anybody needs more information and wants to contact you or would like to look at any of your listings, they can just go to jameswedgeworth.com.
jameswedgeworth.com. That's really the only thing you need to know, real estate.
That's right. Well, make sure we'll be right back, and make sure you join us for more 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.